Hey all, good morning. It's Martin with Maudal Musical Machines here. It's 14th of January, Monday morning. About halfway through our Indiegogo campaign right now, and it's going all right. It's moving along. At this point in time right now, we've raised enough for me to be able to complete 3 new guitars, which is pretty awesome. And this is one of the ones that I started working on. This is going to be a biscuit bridge resonator, a wood face. It's a front loading, as you see. Some of the other ones that you've seen, have the circle and the plate on the back, and the resonator loads in from the back. But this one's from the front, and it's Western maple, and this is actually flowering pear, which blew over in a storm a few years ago. And it's actually really pretty spectacular. It's got reds and oranges and purples and all kinds of neat stuff going through it. There's some really wicked figure that's just starting to come out in the maple now. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is, rough sanded. It's not even, once the finish is on, it's like, it's going to be like 3 feet deep is what it's going to look like. So the way this works is, this is the plate, sound holes, and you've got an area inside where the resonator will sit. There's a rim. There's actually a hoop that will sit there, and the rim of the spider bridge will sit on that. In fact, it's basically like this, only it's going to be about maybe an inch or so high, and it sits in there right like that. And then the rim of the resonator will sit on that. And then it's called a spider bridge because it has this really interesting device with legs that go out and sit on the edge of the cone, and then the bridge sits on that, if you're not familiar with spider bridges. They're pretty groovy. They have a really nasally kind of honky tone, very Americana. So that's one. There's another instrument I'm working on here too, which I think is going to be pretty groovy. It's mandolin, and in some ways it's fairly conventional. The dimensions and thicknesses and sound bars and things, tone bars and such, are based loosely on a 1922 Gibson F5. But I do something a little different rather than, the bent sides and stuff that most people do, just because I'm nuts. I have a piece of English walnut that the person who asked for this instrument chose to use. He went totally unconventional, which is really cool. If you look at it this way, you've got the trunk of the tree that goes down, and there's the 2 branches that go up. So you've got what's called the crotch figure in here. Get your minds out of the gutter. We got sapwood and all kinds of really neat figure and just really beautiful grain work and things like that. And it sounds pretty nice. Just work. And we've got the shop foreman here. That's a little Lee Mama shop foreman. Right, and just began carving on the neck. Got a fairly good fit in the neck so far. Have a few pieces, some tools on the way. Mandolins are a little different. This is my first one. I think it's coming along fairly decently. Let's see, one more. Oh yeah, really excited just a little while ago. I mean, poor tree and all, but a really giant redwood just a block over had to be taken down, and so of course I was there to give it a second life, and so I got a whole pile of it. I know there's a lot of electric guitar players that are getting really excited about soft tops and things like that, but redwood makes a really fine acoustic top. I think this, I've got some pretty fat body pieces as well, so I think this would work pretty well for resonators, especially using modern finishes, which are harder. So that it's like a spruce. It's soft in that you can push on it, but it's stiff in that it's got a really nice resonance and vibration. That's kind of the difference in measurements that they do on woods. So that's my thing. for the morning of the 14th of January. We've got until the 30th to try to hit our mark, which is 10,000. It'd be really great if we could get there, but again, just as I've said in all of these things, every little bit puts another slap on the grinding wheel and keeps it going and stuff. So because of the flexible funding on this particular campaign, we actually get to put whatever you're able to come, throw down with right to work. By the way, if you do PayPal and you want one of the perks, we can fulfill that fairly quickly because they do basically put it right into the PayPal account, so I can put it to work right away. And either way is fine, whatever's comfortable for you. In the meantime, peace out, have some fun. I'm going to play around with this thing the rest of the day today.